And the government of India has said that it is going to make all possible efforts to get back the Koh-i-Noor diamond from Great Britain. Well, the Koh-i-Noor diamond sits at the front of the crown jewels. The crown jewels, originally called the Queen Mother's crown jewels. Now, India has repeatedly demanded that Britain returns the 105-carat diamond. It was presented to Queen Victoria back in 1850. Today, it sits on display as part of the crown jewels in the Tower of London. The history of this crown, which is known as being a part of the British monarchy. In fact, it doesn't actually belong to any of the monarchy personally. Well, the fact is that the history involves so much fighting between different men that it actually now represents bad luck to any men that wear the crown. And since it came over to Britain after the conquering of the Punjab back in 1849, and it was presented to Queen Victoria in 1850, no man as part of the royal family has ever worn the crown jewels, this diamond in particular, since. The Queen Mother has obviously worn it during her coronation. It was also put on her coffin during her funeral back in 2002. Queen Victoria obviously wore it back in 1850. Now, the fact is that the Duchess of Cambridge, she recently visited India, and when Prince William eventually becomes king, she will be the next in line to wear the crown jewels. But the government of India has said that there is going to be a hearing. They believe it was stolen from them, and they are going to have a case. Incidentally, the Solicitor General of India came out this week and he has asked the Supreme Court to let this go. He said that the country should forego its claims to the jewels. He said it was given to Britain as a gift by an Indian king in 1851 rather than stolen, as many Indians believe. But the government retaliated. They came out just yesterday and they said that his view does not represent theirs. They're going to take this all the way. They're going to try to get the crown jewels back to India.
I mean, that's interesting. His statements seem to be in conflict with other official statements. But the Koh-i-Noor, really quickly, means mountain of light, 105 carats, as you mentioned. It was found in the Golconda mines in southern India. Large, massive, colorless diamond passed between princes, Iranian warriors, Afghan rulers. And then in 1859, it was given to the East India Company, who then passed it along to the British Queen. So the discrepancy is, was it a gift? Was it stolen? The most interesting aspect of this, David Cameron, for me, he visited India in 2010, and a reporter asked him this question, when are you giving it back? And to which he said, if I honored every request made, the British Museum would be empty. So he really didn't give a reply to if it was given or stolen, but regardless, it's not going anywhere.
This all comes down to colonial history. Obviously, Britain being big conquerors of the past. In terms of India, well, India is not the only country, in fact, to have claimed ownership of this particular diamond. Not just India, but also Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan as well. They obviously became two different countries back in 1947. Pakistan has also claimed ownership of the Koh-i-Noor diamond. But yes, this is obviously ancient colonial warfare. The fact was that this was a battle. The battle was won, obviously, by England. This diamond was brought over. It's been part of the British monarchy ever since. I cannot imagine if this diamond was to leave the Tower of London. And as you mentioned, I'm sure many, many other artifacts from history have been stolen through battle. Does this mean that England doesn't own them anymore? I personally disagree with that point. But it's very interesting, the fact that even today, all these years on, India, the government of India in particular, they've said they are going to take this all the way. There is going to be another case and another hearing heard in the Supreme Court, and they want their diamond back. Well, it does seem that the rich history of the British crown jewels, it's in question. Its ownership is now in jeopardy. India wants its British crown jewels, the diamond in particular, the Koh-i-Noor diamond, back from the British monarchy.